Microphone check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not some baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. I'm gonna get straight to the motherfucking point and talk about herpes outbreak. Whether it's in the swinger lifestyle or in the everyday vanilla lifestyle. And for you slow motherfuckers out there, vanilla means non-swingers or non-lifestylers. Everyday civilians who don't know their ass from the hole in the wall. You dig? But, all jokes aside, I want to talk about herpes, the herpes outbreak. You dig? Now, I want to bring up this topic because recently, there was a guy in the DMV area. Once again, for you slow motherfuckers out there, DMV is not where you get your car inspections. DMV means DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I'm talking about that DMV. It was this guy. He's an associate of mine. I'm very familiar with him. So, he went on Facebook on one of his Facebook lives and he said, he had herpes and he knowingly gave women herpes. He'd been in the lifestyle for a minute, for quite some time, and he had given women herpes, allegedly, supposedly, according to him. Now, I'm not going to say his name because, first of all, he hasn't been arrested as of tonight. He hasn't been arrested. He hasn't been charged, and I haven't seen any paperwork. Old boy could just be trolling. You feel me? But, that live went viral. It did. It went viral. It went viral to a lot of groups. It went viral to a lot of websites. It even reached World Star. World Star is it's kind of like an urban version of TMZ. You feel me? It reached World Star. Yeah, like the shit went viral. And even people who I know back home in Chicago, they told me about it. They was like, yo, that video about old boy who they showing that in groups. You have people in vanilla groups and groups that have nothing to do with the swinger lifestyle. They know about it. Real talk. It took a life of its own. And, I just want to say, first of all, it's not illegal to not tell somebody you have an STD. I'm going to say that again. It's not illegal to not tell somebody you have an STD. Like, I could think about killing you. I could think about, stabbing you, stabbing you up and gunning you down. But as long as I don't act on those thoughts, then everything's gravy. You feel me? So you could have an STD, but you don't have to tell that person that, you're burning. You feel me? You don't have to tell somebody that you got the HIV. You feel me? You don't have to tell somebody that your blood is dirty. But for the most part, not even for the most part, for real, yo, you don't have to tell somebody that you have an STD. But when y'all about to get busy and down to the nitty gritty, then you have to disclose that information. Real talk. You have to tell your partner, look, it is what it is. I got something. Do you still want to fuck? Yay or nay? You have to give that person a choice. You feel me? Like, I'm going to give you a quick story, 2 stories. One time, right, I was fresh out of college, and I was seeing this chick from Boston. Let's call her Apollonia. Yeah, let's call her Apollonia. So I was seeing this chick from Boston. I used to do the open mic scene back in the day. I used to rap. Yeah, I was okay. I'm not signed or anything, so that didn't go anywhere. But, I used to do the rapping thing. Yeah, I rapped a little bit. Now I can't even rap a motherfucking GIF. But that's besides the point. So, me and Shorty, we kicking it. And, she's smoking weed. At the time, I didn't smoke. I still don't smoke. Once in a while, only when I'm in Jamaica. But, fuck all that. So she had asked me. She was like, are you clean? And I said, yeah. I'm fresh out of college. I'm like, yeah. And I didn't do a lot of fucking in college. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to lie on my dick and say I was panty raiding in college. But, she asked me that question. I was like, nah. Well, I was like, Yeah, I am clean. Excuse me. I said, yeah, I am clean. The reason why I said no was because, I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck is she asking me if I'm clean if we're about to wear condoms or when I have condoms on me? You feel me? Why the hell she's asking me that? I low-key felt offended because I didn't understand, I didn't understand the dynamic of her questioning. Because not for nothing, you could get herpes from kissing somebody. You could get herpes from skin to skin. You could get herpes from sharing your food. You could get herpes from sharing your food, sharing your drink, sharing your weed. And you could most definitely get herpes when you down with OPP, man. Ow, other people's pussy. You feel me? You could catch it. You could down there catch herpes just from sneezing on somebody. You feel me? It's fucked up. It's fucked up that there's a disease that's almost common than a fucking cold. Like herpes is the new common cold because you don't even know who have it. But there's a vast majority of people in the world who have herpes and they don't even know it. Like it could lay dormant for years. You could get your blood test. You could get your whole full blood work and the whole shebang, but it may not come in your paperwork. And you're thinking you cleaned it in the board of health, but you're really riding dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not showing up. It's laying dormant. You feel me? One minute you think that, everything is all good. And then the next thing you know, you waking up with fucking speed bumps on your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like you going hard, you going fast and furious in the pussy. And then you crash and wake up with speed bumps on your dick. And then you have to walk around with a damn warning sign between your legs. And ladies, you too, because you're more receptive to STDs, STIs, or whatever the fuck they call it nowadays, because you have an open womb. So it's a lot easier for bacteria to go in a poo nanny, to go in a pussy. It's very easy. You feel me? And, a lot of people say, well, I can manage my STDs as long as there's no outbreak. Man, fuck that, man. You can still pass them shits on without an outbreak. You feel me? It's less likely, but you can still give somebody herpes even when you don't have an outbreak. It's like people not educated. Yes, I said educated, not educated. We're hood tonight. God damn it. You see, people are not educated about herpes. You feel me? And that's why you have to, do daily checkups to the clinic every 3 months. Every 3 months, every 3 to 6 months, you should get checked out. You feel me? And even then, like I say, even if you get checked out and your blood comes clean, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in the fucking clear, because anything could lay dormant. You feel me? One minute you're healthy and then the next minute you look like Skeletor. So it's crazy. And, by me being in a swinger lifestyle, it's more likely for me to catch an STD or STI, even if I strap up. But, I just want to say this, I'm clean. My blood is clean based on my paperwork, my most recent paperwork. But here's the thing, I signed up for this. Real talk. Like, I signed up for this. Even when I strap up with the Jimmy hat, even when I strap up with the skins. And yes, I say skins because a lot of chicks nowadays, they act like they're allergic to fucking Trojans and Magnums and other fucking latex. So I got to buy some fucking skins. But besides the point, I signed up for this. So if I get something, if I get something by accident, even when I strap up, even if I don't fuck a chick raw, even if a chick doesn't throw me raw pussy and I dive in the snappy nappy dugout, there's no guarantee that I'm going to walk away clean. There's no guarantee. But I signed up for this. You feel me? And I have to be careful even when I turn up. You feel me? I signed up for this. Not for nothing. It's like I'm playing Russian roulette with myself as well as other people in the swinger lifestyle. Or you don't even have to be in the lifestyle. You could be the regular Joe Schmo, Joe and Jane on the street, and you're having sex with multiple partners. You're subjecting yourself at a high risk of catching an STD or an STI because you're fucking a lot. You feel me? It's a higher risk. So I know what I signed up for, and I'm willing to take the good with the bad. You dig? It's like if I'm gang banging on the street, I know I'm either going to get shot or get shot at. If I'm a fireman, there's going to be a time where I'm going to have to take out a 4-alarm blaze. I can't be a fireman when I'm scared of fucking fire. You feel me? So, this is the life I lead, and I got to take it. However, it's one thing to take the good with the bad, but it's another for somebody to deceive you because you trusted them. Now, if you fuck somebody raw, then that's on you because you should know better. However, if you trust somebody and they know they have an STD or an STI and they still fuck you raw, then that's fucked up. And they didn't even tell you. Like, you trusted this person and they don't even tell you. And you got to realize that, you have to vet these people before you fuck. If you want to fuck somebody raw, you have to vet them. You have to know them. Now, it's not possible to know somebody in a short amount of time, but you could get the feel if somebody is a full of shit type of person. If somebody is a grimy motherfucker, you can get that feel if you can study body language and how they move. But if you want to go that route, if you want to bareback it, then you got to realize that there are some people who don't even give a fuck about themselves. And if they don't give a fuck about themselves, who's to say they're going to give a fuck about you? That's the thing. Who's to say they're going to give a fuck about you? If somebody sees themselves as, they're nothing as motherfucker, they don't give a fuck about themselves and they think they're pieces of shit, then how you figure they're going to see you in a different light? They're not going to put you over them. So you have to be careful who you give up the cookies to. You got to be careful with how you move. Now, like I said, you could get herpes from skin to skin. You could get herpes from sharing your clothes. You could get herpes from rubbing on somebody. You could get herpes from oral sex. You could get herpes from kissing. You could get herpes from sharing a can of Coke. You could get herpes from sharing damn near everything. It's like catching the fucking cold. Real talk. But you lessen your chances of getting herpes if you strap up and use safe sex. Or you could be a fucking nun or a monk and abstain from sex all motherfucking together. You don't have to have sex, period. You feel me? You could be sexless for the rest of your life. But what good is that? You feel me? So, family, I just want to say strap up. Either strap up and take the risk or, abstain. But I'm sure the latter is less likely than the former. You know what I'm saying? People are not going to abstain from sex. They're not going to live as monks, especially when we're in a world nowadays where everything is about having sex. You feel me? But for the most part, family, just be safe. Just be safe, be cool, because you don't know what somebody have. You could be that type of person, you was running wild, bucket naked, and you was doing your thing. Out in high school, you was fucking everything moving. In high school and college, no condom, this, that, and the third, at a party. Or it don't even have to be at a swinger party. It could be you was fucking somebody at the nightclub, in the dorms, in a parking lot, in a funeral home, in a cemetery, on the subway, or whatever the fucking case. You could catch something and you don't know it until years later when you marry. You don't know that you had it, and then your spouse get the result of what you did in the past. So your past could catch up to you. You feel me? So it's a slippery slope, man. I just want to say fuck you to whoever invented STDs. Whoever invented STDs, I just want to give a royal fuck you, because it's like, damn, I can't even fuck in peace. I can't even get my nut in peace. I can't even beat them cheeks in peace. I can't even bust her down in peace, because I got to worry if the damn herpes on STD is strong enough to seep through the condom on some superhero type shit, because there's like a new STD coming out every fucking day, stronger than the one in the past. But I just wanted to talk to my family, be honest with your mate. If you know you have something, tell them. Like, I had a lady friend in Oklahoma, you know, she acted like she did not want to, it's like, you know, we met up. We having a good time, we chilling, and Shorty acted like she didn't want to kiss me. She didn't want to hug me. She didn't want anything physical with me. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? It's like, what the hell? It's like, she was acting funny, and I felt offended. So when I left Oklahoma to go back to New York, we were on the phone, and I was like, yo, what's good? Why you acting like I was the fucking boogeyman? And she was like, oh, you know, I have a lifestyle change. Wooty woo. You know, she said she had a lifestyle change and she didn't want to get physical. I'm thinking that, you know, she converted to Islam or Christianity or whatever the case. You know, I figured that she found Jesus in her life and she didn't want to do anything sexual. She just wanted to be on some, you know, I'm on my religious tip. You feel me? So a couple years later, you know, we link up again. We link up again. We just chilling, you know, smoking, whatever the case. And then she tells me, she said, look, there's something I have to tell you. And I was like, what? You know, I'm sitting naked on the like the edge of the tub, and she's sitting on the toilet, not shitting, but on the toilet, like on the toilet lid. And we smoking this, down the third, and you know, she's watching my dick, you know, dangle back and forth, and she's discombobulated because she sees something that she likes. Ow, but that's besides the point. So, you know, she was like, that's something I have to tell you. And I'm like, what? She said, well, I'm HIV positive. I got HIV. And, you know, it really didn't hit me because, first of all, I respect her honesty. She gave me the option to either fuck with her or not fuck with her. Or even, it don't even have to be on a sexual level. It could be on a friendship level. You feel me? So I respected her honesty. She was honest. And family, if you know you have an STD, don't be a fucking mass murderer and kill all your sexual partners slow because you're a grimy individual. You know what I'm saying? You on your mass murder shit. That's really is mass murder. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that person that you going on a killing spree and you're weaponizing sex. That's what you're doing. You're weaponizing sex. And that's fucked up. That's not fair to your sex partners. And not for nothing, man. There's people out here, they don't even give a fuck. That's why it's like, why should you not disclose that? There's people who will fuck you regardless. You feel me? If they really like you, they'll fuck you. They don't, like, people don't care if you have AIDS, SARS, fucking anthrax. They don't give a fuck about that. They'll still fuck you. So, you know, you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie, Craig. You don't have to lie, man. Just keep it 100. Because it's fucked up that, you know, a person would trust you with their life and you just being an asshole about it. You know, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. That's not cool. And you deserve to get shot. But you didn't hear that from me, though, because I don't condone violence or any sort. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark, and this is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nasunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It's good because I wrote it. Ow. And, you know, shoot me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. And hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Subscribe, share, like, comment, rate this podcast, and share it. You dig? And on that note, until next time, peace. And don't kiss them hoes in the mouth.